G'day guys, today we're going to be going through a mobility flow, okay? It's going to take roughly, I'd say 15 to 25 minutes. Feel free to go through it twice if you feel like that's what you'd like to do. Today's flow is going to be a little bit more reserved, so we're going to bring it back, we're going to focus on our breathing a little more. There's not so many strength positions in today's work, okay? But by the end you should feel a lot more relaxed, a lot more mobile. Well, that's the aim of the game anyway, okay? So stay tuned, we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's go. When you're ready, feet shoulder width, all right? We're going to breathe in, our arms are going to come up. You're going to breathe out. We're going to fold forward, bend the knees, and we're just going to dangle here, let your torso go. Nice, and we're going to start to roll up again, roll up again, roll up again. We're going to breathe our arms up again, breathe in. We're going to go for 4 more, breathe out. Let yourself relax. You can shift side to side a little bit as well, get all that oxygen out. And then start to bring yourself up. Breathe in at the top. Big breath. Breathe out. Let yourself roll all the way down. Side to side. Got 2 more here. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good job. Slight bend in those knees. Turn to the side, help you out, so you can still just move side to side. Good. We'll go for our last one. Start rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. Breathing in. Big stretch. Breathing out. Holding forward. Good job. From this one, we're going to do a bit of a shakeout, and we're just going to walk ourselves out to an inchworm, come out into a plank position, okay? Nice and slow here. Once you get into that plank position, try and straighten up. Press through the toes, shoulders back and down. Good stuff. You're going to hold this position in 3, 2, and 1. If you need to, bring your knees down to the floor, otherwise lowering your chest and hips all the way down. Good stuff. From this position, elbows under the shoulders. You're going to lift up nice and tall, squeeze the bottom, press your hips into the floor gently, point the toes, and send the ears away from the shoulders, shoulders down. 2, 1. Relax here, then we're going to push our hips up and back. We'll see in this one, nice, into baby. So that's a cobra pose, into this baby position here. See if you can rest out. We're going to do a few breaths here. And then we're going to go through that same again, 2 more times. So I'm going to press through here, maybe even roll my back up. Come in this position, toes on the heels. I'm going to lift up into that plank position, little hold. Good. I'm going to lower myself down, bring your knees to the floor if you need. Elbows under shoulders. Lift up nice and tall, pointing the toes, squeezing the bottom. Nice work, alright, so our lower chest, we're going to press the hips up and all the way back. This is number 2. We're going to go for 1 more after this. If you can, rest your forehead on the floor. In 2. In 1. Good job. Here we go. Pressing through again. I'm going to go toes under heels. And press myself up into that plank position. Shoulders back and down. Keep my hips slightly elevated. In 3, 2, and 1. We'll lower ourselves down again. Good work. Elbows under shoulders. You may even start to lift your elbows up. Really go squeeze your bottom hip, point your toes. 2. 1, lower the chest. Last one here, I'm going to press up and back, all the way. Big stretch to the shoulders. Head onto the floor if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. As you come out, kind of roll you back up into this top position. We're going to stay in that baby position, but what I'm going to do is just widen my knees a little bit and bring my feet just a little bit closer in together. Alright, I'm going to flatten out the tops of my feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to come on back, sit in a bit more of a deeper baby position, okay? You should start to feel this through the hips. You can once again relax your head onto the floor if you need. In 2, and 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one hand out to a 45-degree angle. I'm going to take the opposite hand and try and place him on top of that hand like so. And then relax back down. In 4. Big breaths here, big breaths. 3, 2, one. Good, lifting up. Then switch over to the other side. You get that 45 degree. Take that opposite hand, reach right over. Big reach. That's it. Lay back down. In 5, 4, 3. Big stretch. Good job. Keep that up. 2. And 1. Nice work, nice work. We're going to come on back up. I'm going to shorten my stance a little bit again. Get myself into this position. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to start to manipulate our spine, move into that disco cat. All right, you can start off with cat-cows if that's where you feel most comfortable. You can press right through, separate the shoulder blades, and then lift your chest gently. Bring the shoulder blades gently together as I draw my palms down towards my knees. Good job. And if you want to straight away, you can add in the snake and the disco cat. Disco cat meaning just adding everything together, moving that spine. Good job. From this position, I'm going to place my toes under my heels, maybe take my hands a little further away from my knees, and I'm going to come up into this mountain position right here, or this down dog position. Good stuff. You can walk out your heels gently. 2, and 1. From here, we're going to go back down to our knees. We're going to hit that disco cat again. So we're going to hit that disco cat again, moving the spine in different ways. Keep that breathing happening. We're going to go through this a couple more times here. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. I'm going to place my hands just a little further away from my knees, toes under my heels, press my hips up and back. Big stretch. You can walk out your heels and just start to think of your heels heading more towards the floor. If you want to lengthen out your back, if you feel your back's too round, you can always lift your heels, bend your knees a little bit, and try and straighten that back. Good job. Wiggle your hips as well. 2, and 1. We'll lower back down. We'll go for 1 more here. So move that spine. I'm going to go side to side and do the snake. So my tailbone is trying to follow after my head. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. You're going to go toes on the heels. Press our hips nice and high. Last one. Big stretch here. Good job. For those of you with the flexibility, you can think about your heels heading towards the floor as your hips head up towards the sky. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Good job. We're just going to take a quick little rest there. The first move that we're going to do is we're going to do a mountain walk. Okay, so basically my hips are going to go nice and high. I'm going to be in this position, and then we're going to start to walk around in this position. Okay, there's no right or wrong here. I just want you to start feeling it out. You can turn around on the spot. You can even start walking backwards if you feel like you can. At any time if you need, you come down, you shake it out, you give yourself a breath, and then you come back in that position. We're going to go for 1 minute in total. All right? Getting ready. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. My hips raise up nice and high. And then I'm going to start to walk around. Just walk around your own space, nice and slow. This one's definitely not a race. This flow today is more about trying to just zero in, slow down a little bit, work on some flexibility and mobility. Get a nice steady heart rate. We want to think about breathing a little more as well. So in this position, as I'm walking forward, you may want to swivel your hips a little bit, kind of just accentuate that swivel in the hips. Nothing wrong with that. Moving backwards a little bit. We've got 18 seconds on the clock. Good job. Turning around on the spot. 10 seconds here. Nice work. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wherever you are, coming on down. We're going to rest it out from that position. Take a little bit of a breather. Nice work. 3 breaths here. 1. 2. Just letting the blood sink back down. And 3. Good job, guys. We're going to come back into that plank position. Waya. Toes on the heels. Press yourselves up nice and high. 2. And 1. When you're ready, we're going to lower ourselves down. Wow. All the way down to the floor. Good job. Now from this position, what we're going to do, we're going to find a good position for you, is I'm gonna have both my hands quite close to my shoulders, okay? I'm gonna take one hand out onto the 45 again, okay? And this hand's gonna stay nice and close to my shoulder. The hand that's nice and close to my shoulder, I'm gonna lift that same foot. I'm gonna reach up, pressing through the shoulder to open up here. I'm going to take myself over, get a nice chest stretch, nice shoulder stretch, as well as opening through the front of this hip. We're going to hold here for a 5-second period. Try to get 3 to 5 breaths here, in through your nose, out through your mouth if you can. Good job. From that position, what I'm going to do, bring that hip back, lower that leg. I'm going to swap sides. Now that's going to go on 45. Get this nice and close to my shoulder. Press through that shoulder, lift that foot, and I'm going to twist through. Good job. Big breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to bring ourselves back all the way. Nice work. We're going to go one more either side. Okay? Switch that over like so. Press in with that hand. Lift that foot. Open up through those hips. Good stuff. Big stretch here. Big breath in. 2. And 1. Nice work. We've got one more here. Lowering that down. These are called the scorpion kicks, if everybody wants to know. Lift that opposite leg, pressing right through. Good job. Lowering yourself down. Good breathing, guys. 2. Last big breath in. Breathing in. And down. Good stuff. Bring it back to the front, bring it back to the front. What we're going to do is I'm going to shoot one arm through, and I'm actually going to roll around to my back. That feels so good. From this position, we're going to keep our heels into our bottom. I'm going to slide my heel over to the bottom, all right? I'm going to kick this leg through, just see where it can come, how high it can come up, all right? Then bring it back to the starting position. I'm going to switch over the other side, lift that leg up. Hopefully you've got enough space to be able to do this. 2. We're going to go to 5, and then we're going to hold on that side. This is 3. Try to stick with me here. 4. Other side. And 5. We're going to kick it out. We're going to do a little bit of a hold. Big breaths. 3. 2. And 1. We're going to move that foot again. Here we go. Another 5. Hoya. Big kick. 1. Other side. Yeah. 2. 3. Good. Now, if I'm correct, 4. I'm really hoping we land on the other side, and we do. It's the first time for everything. Good job. We're going to hold out on this side. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good job. We're going to rotate back and come back into this position. The next move that we've got. What move have we got, Chaco? Good stuff. We've got back rolls coming up next. I really like this one. So you can roll completely to the side just to get yourself up. Press yourself up. And we're going to move ourselves to our back side. From here, what we're going to do is 20 rolls in total. This is where we hold onto our legs. We're going to roll back and then roll forward. Come back up into a sitting position. Okay, which is kneading out the lower back. Right. This is like a low-level massage. Make sure you have something nice underneath you so that this is not too painful on your spine. Good stuff. Roll and come forward. We're going to go for 20 counts in total. If you don't feel comfortable going forward and back, the other option is going side to side like so. Those of you who are rolling, keep rolling back and forth. And those of you who need to, you can just roll side to side and the same thing. We're going to go from 15. Good job. Nice roll. After a while, you can see if you can start to bring those knees a little bit further over. Just be cautious about it. Straight. Some people like to spread their stance just a little bit as well. Allow yourself to reach through. Good job. 9 more from my count. Good job. 7 more coming up. That's 6. Coming down to 5 fellas. 5. 3, good job. 2, last one. And 1, nice work. From that position, we're going to move up to a 90-90 position. So we're going to come into this position. We're going to sit up nice and straight. Okay? So we're going to twist the front leg, sit up nice and straight, and take a couple of breaths. Again, into this position. A couple of breaths here. 2, and 1. And switch to the other side. Switching the other side, you can use your hands to switch. You're going to sit up nice and straight. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go for one more rep. So it's 3 reps in total. We're going to hold. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to point my toes way up and take a hand behind that front leg. I'm going to reach right up and touch the back of the room, or you can reach dead in front of you. The whole point is to bring our hips forward. Reach up here. 3, good job. 2, and 1. Lower back down. Good stuff. We're going to go for 3 reps again. Here we go. This is 1. Sitting up nice and straight. Good job. Here we go. Number 2. Number 2. Nice work. Number 3. Last rep here. Up. Good job. Sitting up nice and straight. Going to point the toes. This arm's going to go behind. I'm going to reach right up. Bring my hips up. Hold this position for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go again, guys. One more time through. If you can, let's start taking the hands up as well. 1. Sitting up nice and straight. 2. Nice work. 3. Good job. Sit up nice and straight. Point the toes. Reaching right back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. Last set. Wow. 1. Sit up nice and straight. 2. And 3. Good job. Sit up nice and straight. Point the toes. Hand goes behind. Reach right up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, guys. From this position, you're just going to bring your legs in front, and then we're going to come back into the all-four position. Okay? Good stuff. If you need to, now's the time to get yourself a little sip of water, a little bit of a reset. Good stuff, because we're going to start in the all-four position. We're going to do some reach-throughs and lunge twists, okay, and then a straight hamstring stretch. And the way that we're going to do this 3-part exercise is from here, okay? There's 2 ways we can do this. For the more advanced practitioners, you can take your knees up, we're going to stand nice and straight. We're going to bring one foot up near our hand, okay, like so. From this position, I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to lace it through the opposite side, get a big bend here in my back, and then I'm going to reach it up and touch the ceiling like that, okay? Bring that arm down, I'm going to bring my knee down. As I do, I'm going to lean back, my toes are going to peel off, I'm going to sit on my back foot, I'm going to get a hamstring stretch here, like that. That's 1, okay? For everybody else, if you want, you can keep your knee on the floor. You don't have to lift your knee up. From this position, keep your knee on the floor, taking the hand closer to the foot. I'm going to reach right through, breathing out. I'm going to breathe in, big reach up, good job. Breathing out, replacing that hand. I'm going to start to sit back on that foot. Good job. We're going to go for 5 reps in total. You just go to where do you go to. If you go to there, that's absolutely fine. Here we go. So I'm going to stay on that side. Breathing in, arm down. Start to sit back, peel the toes away, nice and straight. Good job. Here we go. Bringing it back through. Hand through. Hand up. This is the second last rep. Hand back down. Down to your knee. Peel the toes up. Good job. Nice work, guys. The last one coming up. Hand up. I'm going to take the knee off. I'm going to really peel right through here. Good. I'm going to breathe in. Big reach up. Good reach. I'm going to bring that arm back down. Come down to my knee. Toes come back. Last one. Nice work. Back to that start position. Hands inside the thigh. Bring that leg back. A little bit of a wiggle. We're going to get going on the other side. Here we go. So if you want, bring your feet up. Leg first. Up. I'm going to funnel right through that inside there. Get that nice bend. Big stretch here. Good job. As I come back down, I'm going to drop that knee. Toes peel back. And 1. Good job. Hands back. Peel through. Stretch up. Close down. My knee's going to come down. Number 2. Good stuff. We've got 3 more here. Here we go. Coming through. Reaching right up. Hand back down. Knee down. Sitting back. You might just be to here. That's absolutely fine. Here we go. Peel right through. You can keep your knee down if you want. Reaching up. And going back down. And reach back. Bit of a stretch. Good job. Last one. Here we go. Reaching right through. Oh, big reach up. Hand comes back down. We're going to sit right back so you can go just that little bit further. Breathe out as you come down. 2 and 1. Beautiful work. Bring it back through. Hands inside the thigh. Oh, and bring that leg right back. Nice work, guys. We are almost finished this little flow here. The next moves we're going to do is we're going to start to come up onto our feet a little bit. Okay? So when you're ready, the last 2 stretches are going to be for the hips and for the still the hamstrings we're working on this week. Okay, so I'm going to take a bit of a lunge. Some of you have done this in our Wellness Wednesday class. Alright, taking a bit of a lunge. I'm going to take my forearm, place it on the thigh, keep these hips back. We don't want to dip too much. Keep the hips back, and we're going to reach over. This shoulder doesn't want to come up towards the ear. We want to keep that down, keep the ear away. Same with this shoulder too. Don't want to shoulder up against our face. Keep that shoulder away as well. As best you can, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. We're going to come up, we're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to switch my feet position. Now this other toe is facing to the front of the room. This side's to the front. Forearm to that thigh. Reaching right over, keeping the shoulders down, keeping this back hip elevated. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to reach back up. The next position we're going to take on is we're actually going to get a bit more of a straddle. My feet are facing forwards. Okay. I'm going to take a breath in, reach up, and we're going to do a fold forward. I'll show you from the sides because we want to fold through our hips as best we can. You might want to get a stool or get a little coffee table near you so you can do this. Okay, so we're going to keep our legs fairly straight. I'm going to breathe in, lift through the chest, and start to fold, hinge through the hips. As I come down, you might be stopping there. You might be putting your fingers on the floor. You might be going a little bit further. And we're just going to find that position until your hips don't come through anymore. And you can start to round your back a little bit at the end there. Big breaths here, guys. We're going to go for another 6 seconds. So this is one of the last positions of the day. See if you can relax that head a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. This might be a little bit challenging, but what we're going to do is straighten up. I'm using my arms to push myself up. From this position, I'm going to see if I can take one hand off, put it onto my hips. I'm going to start using my legs, pushing my toes into the floor, feet into the floor, strengthening my quads here to start taking my weight from this position. We're just going to bring ourselves up and breathe out. Last position, feet a little bit closer. We're going to reach right up, big stretch out, fold forward, bend the knees, relax all the way down. And from this position, you can sway side to side. You can hold onto your elbows. This is the last position before we roll up for the day. Good job, guys. This is one of many flows that we can do. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to roll it up, nice and slow. Good stuff. All the way to the top. We're going to breathe in as we get to the top. Breathe in, arms up, big stretch. We're going to breathe out. Arms down, arms down, arms down. Just whilst you're standing there, see if you can slightly bend in your knees. Keep your eyes closed. We're just going to do a couple of breaths here. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. We're going to go for 2 more breaths. Feel like a dog, it's because you probably look like a dog, but that's okay. Breathing in,
Breathing out. Shaking it off. Good stuff, guys. So that's just one of many flows that we put together for you today. Okay, we can put together heaps more with a bit more of a focus on our hips today, on our forward bends, on our twists, and opening up through the hips. All right. Sometimes we'll change the stimulus depending on what we're doing. I hope you really enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for more that's coming up because we've got a lot more coming. Okay. Cheers, guys. See ya.